because heroin is so passe. I've been watching the Dig documentary. Um, God, Anton is so fucking good. Yeah, so I was able to secure a meeting with two deacons at a church, which is kind of like checkmate. And although I presented ideas that they didn't agree with, I said that June 19th of this year through next July 20th of 2020 represents the time of Jacob's trouble. Jacob, the Hebrew word is Yaakov. James and Jacob are cognates from the Hebrew name Yaakov. When you see James, okay, it's the same name as Yaakov. So it's the time of Yaakov's trouble. Anyway, it's going to come down to, do you believe in God or not? And we're going to see 1/3 of humanity die. Now, when you hear that, it's like, fuck, man, I don't want to die. No one wants to die. I don't want to die. You don't want to die. No one wants to die. So here's the deal. We have a opportunity here to wipe everything from religion that you know about. Okay. It's kind of a forward statement there. But using data, we're going to have the final judgment. And what that is looking at just the 10 commandments from Exodus 20 and taking note of the little clause that says, I'm a jealous God and I'll visit the iniquity of the fathers to 3 or 4 generations of the children. So what we have to do as a human species is and there's a piece of Revelation, chapter 1, I think it's 1:7, that says that all kindreds will wail. All kindreds will wail. Well, kindred's a family. So all families will wail globally. Because what we're going to do is we're going to have confessions from every individual family member in my family, in your family, in everyone's family, to examine 4 generations, okay, adhering to those 10 commandments. And we're going to see a correlation between every illness we've ever had in our lives and breaking one of those 10 commandments. And if I'm a dad, I'm not a dad, I'm the root of David, but if I'm a dad and I have a child, if I break a commandment, God in this system can visit the iniquity of my action on my child. Or if I'm a grandfather, my grandchild. Or if I'm a great-grandfather, my great-grandchild, etc. Up to 4 generations. 4. And Judgment Day is to examine all of that. Now you may say, well, I believe in God. I'm a Christian, or I'm a Muslim, or I'm a Jew. Here's the deal. Because God's ready for us to check his work across everyone's family, the only people who have no fault, who adhere to those 10 commandments, are little kids who were raised Jewish. Not all of them, just 1% of all the Jewish population. There's these boys who are virgins. They haven't been defiled by women, which basically means that when you go from just being a little Jewish virgin, thinking about God and the commandments, all 613, well, as part of adhering to those 613 commandments, you're adhering to the first 10. So you don't break those. So God is saying, if you look at these kids as an example, no issues because they haven't broken one of the 10 commandments. See? He's ready for us to check his work. Now you may say, but in my religion, we don't believe in the Ten Commandments. And the thing is, how do I say this? Because God has been adhering to those 10 commandments and delivering judgments based on those 10 commandments, his testimony. How do I say this? It doesn't matter what your religion is, because he's been sticking to it, to those 10, you see. And you may say, well, okay, if I participate in this global confession, what am I supposed to do now that God's actually here? And the answer is you're going to go to you're going to go to the Jezreel Valley outside of Megiddo in northern Israel and party down for the battle of the millennium. It's a battle of the bands. We're going to have a festival celebrating the fact that God actually exists. And anyone who has a problem with that, it's fine. You get free will, no big deal. You are on your own. And the rest of us are going to be partying during the time of Jacob's trouble. And then we're going to restructure the entire world into what's called the millennial kingdom. Heaven on earth, guys. Where we restructure everything to ensure that we never break any of those 10 commandments. And what's the number one reason we break commandments? Come on, it's the root of all evil. You guys know this. Money. So as part of the millennial kingdom, there will no longer be money in the world. Can't corrupt you, can't corrupt you, or me, if it doesn't exist. See, it's gone. So anyway, so that's the exercise. I hope you guys are well. And June 19th through July 20th, so 29 days from today, through next July, which is like 428 days or something, we're going to experience Jacob's trouble. And no, don't get caught up in all the minutia, okay? Why people are, like how people died. The idea is we start with a population of 7.7 billion, and by next July, we'll have 5 billion. Start and finish. Don't worry about all the details in between. The key is to get through it. But you want the help of God, because, He'll lead you to living waters, is the idea. It's written somewhere in, I don't know, either Revelation 6 or Revelation 14. I can't remember, but it's all there. See you guys.